Long ago, there lived not too long ago, really, in the distant year of 2015. There lived a man named Dingo Star. Now, Dingo Star, he was just your average dingo, playing drums in a Kiss tribute band. And then one day he came upon the fantastic idea. One day it all changed. And he suddenly started a Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club. Of course, this Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club was a collection of some of the most heinous, deadly souls ever to roam the planet and beyond. And he would corral them together, and he would lead this Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club to a legacy of nefarious deeds. Now, Dingo Star, he was just your average dingo in a Kiss tribute band until this club came about. It's kind of redundant to mention at this point. But here the story is of everybody who's in the Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club. Ooh, it's Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
Yeah.
It's Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
Yeah.
It's Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
Yeah.
Dingo Stars, Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
Yeah.
It's Dingo Stars, a Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
Yeah.
It's Dingo Stars, Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
Yeah.
It's Dingo Stars, a Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club. It's Dingo Stars, a Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club. It's Dingo Stars, a Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club.
I'll just start jamming.
This here right here is the story of Frank Boggs, if I do so recall it correctly. He once lived next to the little lake with the cabin, and they leading into the lake there were a river. A river or a creek or a brook or a crook. Don't quite remember what it took, but you know Frank Boggs lived at the end of that river, down where the creek runs into the farm, and he lived there with his farm with his wife. And one day he went and he grabbed a knife. What happened next? Can't be too sure, but I remember my grandfather told me long ago, sitting at the cabin down at the lake, and he heard a great scream and it made him awake. He ran outside to see what was going on. Didn't find nothing, but it didn't take long for old Frank Boggs to come running down the way, laughing and screaming, having a good old day. And up in his hand, what he held, the severed head, bloody severed head of his wife, who would be screaming like hell if she was still alive. Frank Boggs just sat there and shook the head, screamed and laughed. And she was dead, but he held a knife, wondering who'd be next. My grandfather, he turned his neck and his body followed, and he ran back down the way, back down to the cabin, out of the way. No phones to call back in that day. The cops didn't know. There was no way. Still, now to this very day, all these years later, in every cabin they keep a photo posted of old Frank Boggs to let people know so they don't get lost in the woods and find that cabin or the house at the end of the brook and go down in there and have a look and ask for some directions, because he ain't giving them. All he's given is death. And even though that were a real long time ago, legend says he didn't go back down to hell. You know, he's still alive today, spending time with the dingo. Pantryman.
I bow down before thee, peanut butter. Hi, what you may notice that I'm bowing down before peanut butter because I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is awesome. Hey, the cameraman looks freaked out right now. That's good. I could tell you this. I like to call peanut butter. I could call it peanut butter because that's what it's called. See, it's called peanut butter. See, peanut butter can go on my head. You can do anything. Peanut butter. Oh, you know what it's called? Silly-headed peanut butter. I love that butter. Peanut butter is cool. I'm going to tell you exactly why peanut butter is cool, because it's really awesome. Here's where I have peanut butter. See, peanut buttery goodness. 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 Peanut buttery goodness.
It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your peanut butter is? The legend of Pantryman is once spoken of in hushed tones due to the sensitive nature of the story. Its validity is challenged, questionable, unproven entirely. There exists a video from a long gone age titled Peanut Butter Insanity. It is known among the many as a guide for the worship of peanut butter. But some suggest that there is a more sinister plot at hand. From years after this, dead Pantryman. Sightings of Pantryman became more widespread, and the legend of the connection surfaced. It is of course unproven to this day, but the legends remain. Pantryman may be the one, the man who created.
Time is a luxury which we cannot afford.
If you've ever worked in a pizza place, you know the evils of the customers you may face. But few know the dangers that lurk within. This is the story of Mr. Lipton, one of the members of the Legion of the Wicked Arts Club, run by Dingo Star. Now, Mr. Lipton was the founder of Lipton tea, which is a pretty awful tea if you make it the way they made a Pizza Pony. But that's beside the point. It was quiet in the morning, there was nobody around. And when you came in the morning, there was tea to be made, but as you open the you open the cabinet, you reach in to find a bag with which to brew your tea. You find the face of Mr. Lipton staring at you. And you must beseech, you must greet him kindly. Good morning, Mr. Lipton, you must say. How are you doing today, good sir? Flatter the man. For those who steal his tea impolitely and without thanks, he shall haunt and torture. He shall make their workday a living hell. This is the wrath of the ghost of Mr. Lipton.
How long does this go? Just forever? Alright, just cut it.
Hello? 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 This is the story of Bobby. Hello? Hello? This is the story of Bobby Fredmonster, who is now a member of Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club, and he has been a member of that club since the year 1986, ever since he was first bitten by the urge to play Five Nights at Freddy's. He is a man who proclaims that he can do nothing but play Five Nights at Freddy's, and he spends all day, every day, simply working out and honing his skills to play Five Nights at Freddy's, which is now legally a sport. He's the greatest sportsman in the world to ever play Five Nights at Freddy's, and simply the best Five Nights at Freddy's player in the world, or so he proclaims. He claims to have beaten all 5 nights in all 5 games, which is of course a task that only the greats can complete, I assume. He's very much obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's for whatever reason. He does believe it's the scariest game ever, and now he calls himself the god of Five Nights at Freddy's. Did I mention his name is Bobby Fredmonster? That's the name he's legally changed his name to. And I mean, that's about it. That's what he does, and that's what he's about, and...
Oh my god! As I was saying earlier, there's a plenty good number of terrible customers at Pizza Pony in any restaurant, even Blood Burger. Where right now you can go to Blood Burger right now and you can order fries and you can get it free of charge when you upgrade your meal to a combo meal. Now, as I was saying, there's one particular man who once visited Pizza Pony restaurants. Or should I say, not visit, but he made his customs known. He called one day, and the caller ID read, Rick Slick. And the man ordered 2 pizzas, 2 large pepperoni pizzas, 1 with extra cheese. Now, extra cheese means almost nothing, and it isn't advertised on the menu. It is a foolish thing to ask for, but when you want extra cheese, you need extra cheese. But the question is, did he really want that extra cheese? So the Pizza Pony employees, they made their food, just as they would always do, and he asked it to be delivered to his address. So he didn't want to leave home, perhaps, but this is beside the point, of course. Perhaps he was merely making snacks for his meeting at the Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club later that day. On their way to deliver the pizza, the driver could not find the address, could not find the home of Rick Slick. And then he simply couldn't find it, so he went back to work. And told his manager, I can't find this house. I don't know about this. And they looked at the caller ID and they saw his name, Rick Slick. And they knew they had been had. They'd been duped by the slickest of Ricks. And the winner, the only winner this day, is a man now part of Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club. Rick Slick.
The Shrade Witch is spoken scarcely of at all. The very existence of the Shrade Witch is still a rumor within the Shrade family itself. The city of Rowlett, Texas, was invented by the Shrades back in 1406. Since then, not a single storm has ever come through Rowlett. It's observed by even the local village folk watching the Doppler radar on Fox 4 whenever fucking stupid mother Sports Sunday isn't on. God. Anyway, my point was, Sports Sunday is absolute trash, and if you watch like the radar or something, like it's been witnessed by the villagers, a storm approaching the city, only to suddenly curve, to suddenly turn, warp, shift away, bend around the entire city of Rowlett. And this is, of course, thanks to the power of the Shrade Witch. I was unsure what magic is done to to protect this homeland, but it is known this is a powerful spell. You can always depend on the Shrade Witch to protect the city of Rowlett, whether or not it needs it, regardless of the witch's deeper plans. The Shrade Witch has joined Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club, and for one evening during Christmas went to the Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Christmas Club meeting to exchange gifts, only for a tornado to come through, once and for all, not exposing the witch, but confirming its existence. There's another whose tale involves Christmas joy, and that is Aggressive Reinforcement Car Santa. Aggressive Reinforcement Car Santa was originally a being made out of gift wrap, until he was, of course, infused with the spirit of Christmas by a magical top hat, until he then became Aggressive Reinforcement Car Santa. Then, blessed by a powerful and great Juggalette Witch, he was granted immense power, and he truly became Aggressive Reinforcement Car Santa, placed within a car to ever watch over and encourage the driver to do good things, or drive well or something, and to, most importantly, to tell him, to remind the driver, don't fuck up. But of course, as the automobile began to sputter and die, it was believed, suspected, that Car Santa had somehow been involved, accused of witchery, and put on trial. Car Santa was found guilty by the corrupt law system and burned at the stake for his crimes. And though he was guilty, his punishment was wrong. And of course, this foolish punishment had only broken him from his physical bonds and allowed his spirit to take more power. That car was destroyed. And the fate of the cars of the future for this foolish witch-burning driver are uncertain. Increasingly so due to the existence of his own physical body ripped into several pieces, scattered about, to serve not only as Horcruxes, but conduits of power. Aggressive Reinforcement Car Santa is now a member of Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club, and brings festive cheer to all who are near by reminding them, don't fuck up.
Es ist ein weiterer unter den Star-Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club, der ein Geist der Ferienzeit ist. Und obwohl aggressive Verstärkung Auto sagt ein Geist von tastbaren Inhalt ist, gibt es eine dunklere Tatsächlichkeit, die elektrische Krampus. Elektrische Krampus ist Urlaub-Geist-Roboter-Hybrid aus der Zukunft. In der Zeit zurückgeschickt, unschuldige Kinder mit defekten Sachen innerhalb der Krimbusbusch wie ein Xbox mit dem roten Ring des Todes zu bestrafen, in der Tat sehr unheimlich. Die Wahlkrampus auch die Hände gerade einfach nur schlechte Spiele auch. Wie E.T. Denken Sie daran, dass er tat dies. Er gab das auf Kinder. Das gleiche gilt für eine Menge schlechter Atari-Spiele und es gibt eine Menge Waren. Vielleicht ist das schlimmste Verbrechen elektrische Krampus zwar verpflichtet. War die Platzierung unter dem Baum von Zombie Zahnarzt. Das war Kraft von Super Böse Wildstar.
ホリデーシーズンの精神です。ウィキッドハーツクラブのディンゴスターの軍団の中で別の存在です。積極的な補強者サンタは処置可能なコンテンツの精神ですがと、確かに暗いエンティティがあります。電気クロンパスは死の赤いリングを使用して Xbox としてグリーンバスブッシュ内の不良なもの、その罪のない子供たちを罰するための時間に戻って送信された未来からの休日のゴーストロボットハイブリッドです。確かに非常に不気味。選択科目クロンパスもあまりにも単なる悪いゲームを配ります。E.T. 気に入りましたか？その1を覚えていますか？彼はそれをしました。彼は子供たちにそれを与えました。悪いあたりのゲームの多くのための同じ、そしてたくさんありました。おそらく電気クロンパスがこれまでにかかわらず、コミット最悪の犯罪はゾンビの視界のツリーの下に配置がありました。誠、よくのスーパー、割るのウィキッド、割るのワイルドスター。
There is another among Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club who is a spirit of the holiday season, and though aggressive reinforcement car Santa is a spirit of palpable content, there is a darker entity indeed, the Electric Krampus. Electric Krampus is holiday ghost robot hybrid from the future, sent back in time to punish innocent children with defective stuff within the Krampus bush, such as an Xbox with the red ring of death. Very spooky indeed. The Electric Krampus also just hands out just plain bad games, too. Like E.T. Remember that one? He did that. He gave that to kids. Same for a lot of bad Atari games, and there were a lot. Perhaps the worst crime the Electric Krampus ever committed, though, was the placement under the tree of zombie dentists. The true force of super evil, wicked evil, Wildstar.
Hey guys, it's me, Zombie Dentist. This isn't going. Sorry, I don't have my I don't wear glasses. This is me, Zombie Dentist. This is not my usual kind of video. You know, I usually just make the music and the videos to go with the music for music videos for the rock and roll, and roll. Yeah, but today I do something different. It caused a sinus infection, but today I do something. That's one of the issues. Today I do something different. I'm going to do an actual blog. A blog is not a music video. It's where you not music at all. It's where you just talk about your life and your death if you're dead or you're dying. I think. I mean, I could talk about my death today, but. Yeah, I just want to do a blog and give you guys, you know, maybe go a serious new direction with the channel. Because today something happened to me. It's very serious. I feel, honestly, this story is more brutal than any of the metal we ever wrote. Okay, so if a few of you heard of a not a music song, a video game called Wildstar. Wildstar is an MMO. If you ever play World of Warcraft or League of Legends, Call of Duty, these are MMOs. It's the online game where you play with other nerds and you play the games. And see, I try out Wildstar because a bunch of my friends try out Wildstar, and they say it's a very good game, so I chose to very good game and play with them and be friends, because I want to have friends. But then I was really disappointed because I didn't really like the game very much. It's just, personal stuff with me. I felt the controls didn't feel good. The gameplay just didn't appeal to me. Like, I think all the healing potions are like syringes you got to stab in your face. This isn't Bioshock. That's not the video game I'm playing. I want to play Wildstar, and so I decided I don't like the game very much. This was back in beta, back in the summer, but so yeah, and I play it free trial when it comes out. Tried to get into the game to play the game. I didn't like it very much. So I decide I'm done with this. I'm gonna uninstall it. So I tries to uninstall the game, and a few months later I'm gonna play some other games. I just stick with World of Warcraft and Oblivion, the brand new Elder game, the brand new Boulder Scrolls. And so then I've noticed the disk space on my computer is very low. You see, is very low computer space. The computer space is very low. So yeah, I go to the thing over here. Oh, come on, you piece of crap, go. And so I come over here to the thing. This stupid thing just says a friggin' Wildstar. I uninstalled it months ago. I uninstalled the game months ago, and it's still here, and I don't know why. So it's funny. So I played the game, and I disappointed it. That sucked. It was a bad event, number one, And then, just multiple things, everything, every day, just so many things about the game I don't like, I complain about, and I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like all this, and I lose friends over it. People don't want to talk to me because I don't play. I lose friends. And so, so it's funny because everything bad happens. It's just lots and lots of bad things that happen, and I lose friends, and that's more bad things that keeps happening. And then I go, and it turns out you can't uninstall the game. You can't. The game is like pretty much a virus. You cannot uninstall it because the game, it doesn't let you use the normal uninstaller. You have to use the stupid company. The uninstall wizard, and it doesn't work. And it doesn't work, and it is 17 gigabytes of data I don't want. It's so funny because keep happening the bad things to me. It's just, my life is just getting worse and worse because the Wildstar just keeps, it's like I'm laying on the ground bleeding to death and it keeps kicking me. It's so funny. It's a funny monkey, And so, yeah, and then I do the research, and it only lets you uninstall it if you download more stuff. You see, this isn't a virus, no, this is just a video game. Sure, I don't believe this, it's a friggin' virus, and I just throw up. Because I hate it so much, I throw up on the bed. Oh god. I'm screaming and I throw up on the bed. I did though.
I'm screaming! I'm so angry that I'm screaming! I'm screaming into a microphone because I'm angry! God, a stupid Wildstar! I'm screaming at the microphone because of the stupid Wildstar gang! Zombie dentist finding album! My own zombie dentist album! I gotta listen with a good special about the one class of my class of Wildstar! I want to the only good version of Wildstar anymore!
Scream at the camera! Scream at the camera! Scream at you're angry. Scream at the camera. Scream at the
You make the stupid in my car, you make the stupid robot sound every time you make a step into you guys fucking broken and ugly anyway, it is retarded and too late to go on the outside of the screen. I don't want them on the side of the screen, they just keep going over there, I don't want them there. There's no way to disable anything with it, you can disable everything. You just gotta find the friggin' things, you gotta get all the things, you gotta do the things to make the variables like buying Skyrim and then $7 on Skyrim, there's way too much to buy on Skyrim and I hated it. Oh, because I'm on it, it's on it, hell I'm getting up like a friggin' bitch, never bothers to the game, play, but I can't play the game, it was a good game, you get it with more, but only 10 minutes, but still sucking most of the time like Wildstar. I lost all of my friends. I lost all of my friends. I lost everyone. I lost everyone. I lost all of my friends. They're all gone now. Everyone's gone now. I don't know what to do. I lost all of my friends. I hate Wildstar. I really did want to like the game though, you know that?
There is another within Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club, who we've yet to discuss. He's known as the Carrot Eye King. It's said that his eyes glow in the dark for mysterious reasons. I would tell of his tale, but I believe it would be better known should he explain it himself in the future. And with that, we conclude your warning. You now know of the power of Dingo Star's Legion of the Wicked Hearts Club, and we advise you to not cross the Dingo.